So I wasn't sure whether I wanted to make this video, but here it goes. Last week, I made a video about ChatGPT and how it's going to affect the software industry, in my opinion. I asked big questions like, can it replace programmers? And how well can ChatGPT really code? In short, ChatGPT can code, and it's not going to replace your programming job, but it can make you a better developer. Used responsibly, that is. Here are 3 ways you can use ChatGPT as a developer to automate simple tasks and to speed up learning. So let's dive into it. The first way you can use ChatGPT is to generate sample data. So I'll give an example here. I can ask ChatGPT, create JSON data for 3 users in a web application. And ChatGPT is going to output some JSON. So this could be used to plug into MongoDB or some other kind of NoSQL database, and you could easily test your web application with 3 users. I'll just give one more example here. So I'm going to copy from my clipboard this prepared statement, which is supposed to generate some DDL or kind of SQL, I guess, and Postgres. This is going to create a new relation and insert a few rows of sample data. So it's a customer relation. So this could be used, for example, to test a banking application or something. So the second way you can use ChatGPT is to have it either write documentation or add comments to an existing piece of code. So for example here, I might not know too much about how constructor overloading works in Java, and I can copy this code and I can ask ChatGPT, explain this code, and I can just paste the exactly what was there in that article. So here ChatGPT has given an English description for what this code snippet does. And it didn't mention the word overloading, but essentially here it says there's 2 constructors, the default one and the parameterized one. If I was not a native Java programmer, this really would help both me understand the code, and parts of this response could also be used as a docstring. You can also ask ChatGPT to add comments to code. So here I'm going to use the same code snippet, and I will write before the code snippet, add comments to this code. And here, this is really what I was hoping that it would catch on. So there's a default constructor and a parameterized constructor. It looks like it also comments on which type of constructor is being invoked. So really, if I was not a native Java programmer, this really would help me understand the code better. The third way you can use ChatGPT is more of a general use case, which is you can use it to learn. You can use it to discover new frameworks, new packages, and I'll give an example here. So say I don't know anything about Node.js, which is half true. And I want to try testing, and I want to know more about specifically how do I do unit testing. I could ask ChatGPT here, unit testing in Node.js. All right, so here's ChatGPT's full response. So here's the full response from ChatGPT, and there are 3 things to note. First, it gives an English explanation, which is really helpful if this is the first time you're seeing the Node.js code. Number 2, it mentions Mocha, Jest, and Chai, which are the frameworks that are used for unit testing. You could further look this up, and that's really the power of ChatGPT. It kind of combines many Google searches and Node.js quick starts from a lot of different locations into one answer. And finally, there's a code snippet, which can really help you visualize how the framework is used. So I hope that was helpful for all of you. That being said, please don't blindly trust ChatGPT's answers. I'm not advocating, for example, directly copying ChatGPT's responses into your code base. It's a lot like copying from Stack Overflow in a sense. It's normal, a lot of people do it, but if you do it badly, things will go wrong very fast. Of course, you need to make sure the code runs and that you understand it, and a whole lot more, but I think you get the idea. So anyways, happy coding. I'll see you all later.